Retail360 Deal is an entirely new UI, UX that we built at Cox Automotive, and it's an end-to-end solution that really streamlines the deal experience for every individual shopper's path, and from first click all the way to delivery. And it leverages, all of the AI insights that we talked about already today. And in my opinion, I think it begins to restore some of the control that dealers lost when consumers went from the showroom to the couch. And pretty tough to read social cues. Do I know if they like the color? Do I know if they like the payment? I don't know. They're at home. I can't see them. But they're still leaving that trail of breadcrumbs. It's all online. Do you have something that can go get it and distill it and make you do something different than you would have otherwise based off this data? Now, I want to take a moment to zoom in on one of the particular screens on Retail360 Deal. This is Deal Pulse. And as a former desk manager at a domestic store, this one is near and dear to my heart. And we asked all of you in the audience, our dealers, what do you want to know about 82 million unique visits? What do you want to know about 7 out of every 10 shoppers? And guess what you all told us? The top 4 things you wanted to know were the 4 square, right? Shocker. Sale price, monthly payment, down payment, trade, right? And so what we've done is we did it. We listened. And what you see now is Deal Pulse on the screen. And basically a reverse, it's funny, we even put it into a 4 square, which I love. But you can begin now to reverse engineer car deals. Okay, so what do these ranges mean for you is now that we have the customer in, we're on the right car, they're in front of us, now we're ready to work numbers. We can see that the customer submitted a payment or a sale price of $29,000. That was their offer on that particular car. However, as I said, we switch cars a lot. We can also tell that customer, through thousands of URLs and clicks, searched for cars from $29,000 all the way up to $37,000. So we have $8,000 worth of room from the offer price, at least in this customer's mind, of movement where we might still be relevant. Now, if we go down to the next one, down payment. This happened all the time. I was in a second chance finance office for a long time. We had to switch cars, down payments, payment calls were very much a thing. And what happened a lot of times is a customer submitted a lead with 0 down. That happens a lot, right? However, most customers do have a little bit of something. It's whether or not they're going to give it up to hit that payment call. So if I'm a desk manager and I know this customer says, look, I got 0 down, that's it, that's all I got. Well, I don't know about that, because I can tell that you've searched for payments all the way up to $1,500. So I would tell my salesperson, go take another run at that customer and stretch them and see if we can get that money, because we know they wouldn't lie to themselves and type in $1,500 if they couldn't scrape it together, right? Next, monthly payment. You can see they submitted $375 worth of monthly payment to the actual dealer. But this will allow you to know where I'm at in the range. If I'm on a $375 car, then great. But I also know that I've got some room because they look for payments up to $440. Maybe I can expect to do well with my back-end products here because I got a little bit of leg knowing that the customer's budget actually goes beyond what they submitted, right? That's going to make me change my mode of operation a little bit. And the same thing with down payment. If I had a customer that submitted $10,000 down, right, and I know that's what they wanted to do, I might think differently about my back-end probability for products on the finance side. Because gaps out, if I've got a $10,000 down payment, might just make me think differently about how I interact with that customer. Maybe I need to hold more profit over here because the odds decrease over here based off this particular scenario. Now keep in mind, I haven't asked the customer anything. I didn't even talk to them, right? But I'm doing all of this behind the scenes because sometimes you won't get a chance to talk to them, and you need to be relevant in the email or the text, and whenever that time comes. So really important stuff, but as you can see, nobody's going to offer you this kind of data and then also being able to distill it down into something that you can use to be relevant in an instant.